Thank you, Sarah and Josh, for the beautiful insight on the historic Fourth Avenue Business District. I am Kendall Jackson. Exposure and network. This directory allows us to promote exposure to these businesses. Establishing a brand can seem like an impossible feat, and that is where the network comes into play. The women and minority-owned business owners have reported that expanding their network is tough to achieve. The concept dashboards and websites that will follow provides a potential resource that aids in more avenues to increase their network by being included in this directory. Women and minority-owned businesses are facing various barriers, as you have heard from my colleagues throughout this presentation. So we believe that this directory aims to provide visibility to the people who have completed our survey. Now we'll pass it off to Yanisa.
Thank you, Kendall. Hello, I am Yanisa Odong. I would like to present the Women and Minority-Owned Business Directory. The tools I use are Google Site Builder and Tableau Publics. The idea of creating this website is to make it easy for users to navigate to the directory and search for businesses, to make it easier for the businesses and partners to keep costs low and be able to share information. Data in this website will be automatically updated with the database. Next slide, please. I will walk you through each page in this slide. The homepage is the logo of Women and Minority-Owned Business Directory, which designed and created by Haley Keith to create an awareness to the public toward the directories. I add the category icon for users to select what they are interested in. The icon also made the site more visually appealing. For the About WMOB page, this page provides an objective of the directory of being a comprehensive data that will be used by organizations to provide resources and service for business development to companies that are often overlooked by conventional resource systems and highlight a collaboration with partners. Go to service page, please. For the data on each category page, I am using Tableau as a tool to visualize the data. Then I embed code into Google Site. There are 5 categories of the business on this site. 1, drink, pay; 2, eat; 3, location services; 4, services; and 5, shop. Each page has category name, business name, website or social media, physical address, and postal code. User can click on a business name or URL link, which will directly lead to a business website or social media. User can also hover over the color dot, which represent postal code, and see a tooltip, which provide more details of a business. Next is the resource page. On this page, there is a collection of data for a directory, a map that displays a postal code of each business. Each color dot has a tooltip which shows business name and postal code. For the second part, there will be 5 categories that user can click on. This collection will work the same way as individual category page. Next is the contact page. The last page is contact. I use Google Form to create a form that allows users to communicate with the directory for any question or if they want to add business to the directory. Thank you, Taylor. Next, I will hand it off to Kendall.
Thank you, Yanisa. So I wanted to give a brief overview of what Browns Valley represents. Browns Valley is a nonprofit early stage venture investment platform that supports high growth, innovation, and technology-enabled companies created by diverse, underrepresented, and underestimated founders. Their mission is to create education to opportunity pipeline for the marginalized in tech. I have utilized Power BI to create a concept dashboard that could be useful for Browns Valley. It follows the same color scheme as from the logo and their website design. My dashboard is broken down into 2 major categories: women and minorities. The map provides a real-time location that is filtered by postal code of the businesses, and you can see that as you zoom into the Birmingham area. As you zoom into the Birmingham area, you can see the bubbles get bigger by the more businesses within that certain postal code. By clicking the minority services, another page comes up with the business broken down by services and with a map to match. Next, we will click on drink and play. And when you click on that, the business information along with websites and socials pop up. and we can click back on services to get back to that main page. So now you click services again, and it will navigate to the service list and will be more of the same. Now we can click on the home page from here, and we can filter to the women owned. So this is the same page as the idea from the minority owned business directory, but only tailored to women owned services and businesses. This dashboard will allow us to provide exposure as mentioned in the previous slides and to create a better Birmingham. And now we will go to my next visualization for the Birmingham Business Alliance. The Birmingham Business Alliance actively works to improve the lives of all people in the Birmingham region. They accomplish this by cultivating high quality jobs and a resilient economy to create a better Birmingham. The vision is to create and promote a thriving, equitable economy for all of Birmingham, and this sample dashboard that I have created mimics those core values. This dashboard offers the same functionality as my concept for Burns Valley, so I won't have to click through it, but it does the same thing, but it's just a more detailed layout to represent what the BBA offers and what their website looks like. So thank you for your time, and now we're passing off to Nina to discuss her dashboard and more.
Thank you, Kendall. Hello, everyone. My name is Amina Williams. With the data provided with permission by our survey respondents and BBHAM Blacklisted, I created concepts for how this directory could be visualized for 2 of our partner organizations using Microsoft Power BI. The first is for HICA, the Hispanic Interest Coalition of Alabama. Their mission is to build a community development and advocacy organization that champions economic equality, civic engagement, and social justice for Latino and immigrant families in Alabama. My concept highlights Hispanic and Latino-owned businesses. Taylor, please filter for that. But this could also be filtered for all demographics represented in our directory. We also filter for minority-owned. Results can be filtered by the business category. Let's do services. Okay. The table at the bottom populates with businesses that match the filter selections. The Clear Selections button removes all active filters. Users can search by business name. If you type Lumbar into the search for me, please. All right, and when you hover over the map, it'll provide tooltips with more information for the business. Again, Clear Selections will clear all active filters. Clicking on the associated hyperlinks in the table will redirect you to business websites. Thank you so much, Taylor. Let's show them my second concept. The second dashboard I made is for an organization very dear to me, the Magic City Acceptance Center. They are dedicated to providing a brave and affirming space for the LGBTQ community in Alabama. The interface for this concept matches the first. You'll notice that the LGBTQ icon is at the top here. I wanted to feature the specific groups that these organizations represent first. My hope is that as the directory grows, we will see more representation for these groups. For both of my concepts, I wanted to brand them in a way that complements these organizations' current websites with a design that is simple and intuitive to navigate. Taylor, will you click the information button in the top right? This button takes you to a credits page where you'll find my sources for the design elements that I used. Thank you. Making this information available to our partner organizations helps these business owners increase their professional networks and connects them with the vital resources provided by these organizations. Next, I'm going to kick it over to Erica for her partner concept.
Thank you, Mina. Hi, everyone. I am Erica Dobbins, and today I would like to present to you another potential directory dashboard that we could utilize, that could be utilized by our partners and give more exposure to underrepresented businesses. To create this dashboard, I worked with data sourced primarily from BBHAM's Blacklisted. with the additional survey data from cohort 11 and 14. You will see a smaller set of data used in this dashboard compared to my other colleagues, and this is due to considering the privacy of our survey respondents who chose not to share their information with our partners at this time. The number of businesses for my dashboard specifically have been filtered down to only include Black or African American business owners to better serve the needs of my branding inspiration. The main software I used to create this dashboard was Tableau Public. This is a data visualization software that can be easily embedded into our partners' websites and accessed for free by any users. Before we begin, I would like to share some information about the partner organization that I used as my branding inspiration. Birmingham is a program born from Urban Impact whose mission is to push Birmingham to become its best self by equipping all of its Black entrepreneurs with the business knowledge, encouragement, social networks, and resources needed to be competitive in Birmingham's changing and expanding marketplace. Blacklisted, Birmingham's Black business and nonprofit directory was created by the program BBHAM and is what this dashboard will be catered towards. Now I'm going to demonstrate how the dashboard can be navigated by users. Once you access the dashboard, you can begin your business search by selecting one of the main categories provided on the left. These categories were based off of the survey responses provided by my cohort and cohort 11 survey data. Taylor, would you please click the locations button for us? Once you have clicked a category, the map and business list will be filtered with businesses who fall within this category. And to learn more about the business, you can hover over the populated dot on the map where their information is provided as a tooltip. If you're not sure the business you're looking for falls within one of these 5 main categories, you can choose to browse all the categories by clicking the Browse All Category button on the lower left side of the dashboard. This takes you to a similar setup where we have provided the top 10 most selected subcategories from our survey respondents. These work just like the main category page and will filter the page and business list based off of the selected category. Taylor, could you go ahead and choose the apparel category for us? Awesome, thank you. I would also like to point out the drop-down feature to the top right that will filter the directory by business owner type. If we could go ahead and select the women-owned businesses option, Taylor. Now we can see a list of all businesses that fall within the apparel category and have a business owner type of a woman. Okay, Taylor, we will go ahead and navigate back to the main page using the button on the bottom left where I show you the final feature of my dashboard. To continue the growth of the directory, we wanted owners to be able to add their businesses to the directory. They can do this by clicking the button on the top right of the dashboard that will take them to a submission form where their business will be criteria screened before being officially added to the directory. Thank you, Taylor. Now, as we return back to our presentation, we would like to bring your attention back to why these dashboard concepts were created. Exposure and network are essential in helping underrepresented businesses succeed and thrive. It helps them maintain and grow their audience, which in turn grows their business. With the help of our esteemed partners, easily accessible directories, and intuitive navigation, we can create resources for these businesses that will help them gain the exposure they deserve and better expand their networks, while also helping close an information gap between business owners and the people who would like to support them. Thank you for your time today. This concludes our presentation.